things going here?
It's a good night for it.
You invite me all the way over here, all I got is discount grocery store, mountain something.
Pretty tasty. I like it.
Man, this is a nice looking Domino's set we got here. This hub.
And it's cool because if we've got 12 people, we've got 12 spots around the hub.
Well, at least we got me, you, this guy.
It was a good time, right? Just the guys. Beer's cold, the diet green stuff that you're drinking's cold.
We're going to show you how to build the 12-player Mexican train Domino's box. To start, you're going to need some 1/4-inch oak, some 1/4-inch poplar, and some 1/2-inch oak. Because the box is made of a lot of small strips of oak and poplar glued together, it's important that the cuts be made accurately so the box can fit together tightly. All of the 1/4-inch oak and poplar will be cut to one of 4 different lengths. The cut jig described here will help you make those cuts accurately. You can make the fence and the stop blocks for the cut jig out of scrap wood. These templates will help you make sure all of the pieces are held together tightly when you're gluing up the top, bottom, and sides. Start by running your oak and poplar stock through the joiner to make sure you have a good straight edge. I used some double-sided tape to hold this thin 1/4-inch stock together so I could rip it at the table saw at the same time. I use this blue painter's tape to reduce the amount of tear out that I have when I make my cuts. The edge that goes against your table saw fence should be the good true edge that you ran through the joiner. Look at your cut list and use your cut jig to make sure you're cutting the right number of oak and poplar strips. When you make your glue up template for the top and bottom, use your longest strip, the 4 7/8 inch strip, to make sure your spacing is correct for the guides. I prefer to do as much sanding as I can while the piece is still secure in the glue up template. Here you can see I've glued the bottom to one of the sides, and I'm doing some hand sanding outside of the glue up template. After the glue is completely dry, go ahead and sand the piece in place while it's still in the glue up template. This will help hold everything together while you're sanding. I used an antique walnut gel stain for the finish. It goes on easily and it's pretty hard to mess up. You just put it on, let it sit for a few minutes, and then come back and wipe it off. Here you see me dry fitting the lid on the box. I wanted to make sure you could get the lid on and off easily, so I'm marking some places where it's a little tight, where I'll need to do some filing. I used a hand screw clamp to secure the top. Then I filed away just the small amount of wood that I needed to file off to make sure the box lid would come on and off easily. Since I had already applied finish to the lid, I had to come back and touch up the places that I hit with the file. With the box lid on the box, I sanded the joint where the box lid meets the box, and then I touched up the finish.
Pow! Look at that box, right? And I also want to mention, we didn't show it in the video, but we put the handle on the top there. It's made out of 1/2-inch oak. We chamfered the edges and we routed a little spot there in the middle. You can see where you put a domino. It looks pretty good, I think, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe or leave your comments about how great of an assistant Jimmy is. Jimmy stole the show. Yeah, I don't know what your comment's gonna be, but leave those comments. We'd love to see those. And click here to go to our website to see the detailed plans to build this box. I don't know. Is there anything else? Anything else you want me to say?
No, Jimmy, I think you covered it. You might just want to mention we appreciate them watching the video.
Oh yeah, that goes without saying. Have a great week and come back and look at our next video next week. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, right? Be good. Be good to yourself and each other. I heard that on some kind of show. I don't know what it was. One of the ones with the judges, I think. The Judge Freddie. I don't know what it was.